Fire officials in California are still scrambling to contain a wildfire, which is now the single largest in the state's history. The Dixie Fire has been burning in Northern California for nearly 4 weeks. It has scorched more than 500,000 acres. The Dixie Fire is one of about 100 wildfires currently burning in several western states. More than 10 major fires are burning just in California. For more, I want to bring in Tom Harbor. He is the former National Fire Chief for the U.S. Forest Service, and he currently serves as the Chief Fire Officer for Cornea, a data firm specializing in disaster planning, response, and recovery. Tom, welcome. Thanks very much for being with us. First off, what is your assessment of the fires that we are seeing raging in the West right now? How does this year's fire season compare?
Well, it's terrible. Last year was terrible. We had a little bit of a break in 2019, and the years before that have been terrible. So the question seems to be, how much more terribler is it going to get? It's really bad right now.
Well, in recent years, the fire season has been starting earlier and lasting longer. Why is that?
Well, we've got an accumulation of factors that are facing us. It's certainly hotter, drier, longer summers, more flammable fuel, we call it, in the forest. We've had lightning. And then certainly almost 90% of fires are human caused. And so this accumulation of ignitions with fuels that are primed to go and have winds and hot temperatures just is it's just made an accumulation of factors that just result in these horrific fires.
So, Tom, last year, former President Trump blamed California's wildfires on poor forest management. We know that forest management is not the only factor in these fires, but it is a factor. So what do you believe needs to change in the way that the federal government and states manage forests?
Forest management is only one of the factors that are involved in wildland fire. For example, the wildland-urban interface is the fastest growing land use classification that we have in the United States right now. So we have to get a handle not only on the forests, but we have to get a handle on where we live, how we live. We need to burn more under the right kinds of conditions so that we don't have these conflagrations in the summer, scorching homes and burning communities. So it's a combination of forest management, management of where we live and where we grow, and certainly the things that we do to prepare for fire.
Well, Tom, in an opinion article published in The Hill last week, you said, quote, wildfire response stakeholders need data-driven tools based on existing and proven science to improve performance, minimize exposure, and reduce risk. So what kind of tools do you mean?
When I started, experience was really the only basis for making the kind of critical decisions to commit firefighters in a place and at a time for a job. Now we have technology. We have private industry and enterprise tools that bring an energy and a discovery to risk management that enable managers, leaders, incident commanders, not only to be able to rely on their experience, but to be able to rely on data-driven, scientifically based risk management tools so that when they commit a young woman or a young man to do a job in the face of these horrific conditions, they're going to do it at the right time, at the right place, with the right kind of tools.
All right, Tom Harbor. Tom, thank you very much for sharing your perspective with us.
Thank you very much.